It's a little crazy in here. We have models, we have hats. We have the Derby spirit already. If you don't have it, you better get it. You've got 32 days thunder, even less than that. It's going to be a wonderful time. A dear friend is here with me from 4 May Millinery, Jenny Pfanenstiel.
Yep.
It took me forever to get that name without stumbling on it. You were the first milliner. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know that milliners still existed, which I guess in a way they have to. Even if you get a hat just in a store, does a milliner make that? Or
Not necessarily.
How does that happen?
Well, a lot of hats that you find in a store, they might be more than likely are mass produced. They're being mass produced in China, stamped out.
And you could see that 8 times by the time you're done.
And then hot glued, embellishments,
Right.
flowers and feathers. So what I do is very different, and I brought a couple of examples of my raw materials
You
and how
see this here, literally, and I've learned this from the time she's been here. This is what you use to literally form the hat. So I'm going to move this over here by her so she can. Okay, there you go. Oh, bless my camera.
Yeah.
Doing so wonderful.
So I have a crown, which is the part that your head goes in, and then a brim, and I have different shapes and sizes,
Colors,
and styles.
anything you could imagine.
Yes, and so I can make a hat for any person of any size and shape. So this is cinnamon, which is a millinery straw, and I went and steamed this over the wooden blocks to make beautiful hats.
So how did you learn to do this? Like like when you were little, were you like, I want to be a milliner?
No.
How do you know this?
I actually didn't know millinery still existed.
That's what I said.
Yeah. I met a milliner about 11 years ago. I was in Chicago at the time, and she was visiting from New York and had been in the business for about 45 years. Millinery really has changed a lot since the 60s. So, big hair started coming into play, so hats started disappearing.
Right. Not at the Derby, though.
No, not at the Derby.
My producer, Tammy, who knows just about more than she should, knows I love antiques, but this thing here, you still use that?
I do.
But that's old.
Yes, this is from the 1800s. It's a braid machine. And this was actually something that I had to learn on my own. The gentleman that refurbished it for me, he just knew how to make it work but not use it. So
is the hat that you did over there? Can I show this hat? So we have, everybody knows Mary Shamrock. She's always,
we have some models.
I'm always
today.
with her. She's always with me. Okay, keep still there. Turn so they can see that hat. Now, Jenny made that hat. Mary, let me just say, if you've not bought that hat, you should, because it goes with your hair. Like you don't even know. So look at that.
So that hat starts with strips of braid like this, and as this machine is sewing this together, I actually sculpt. It's almost like pottery. I move my hand and my wrist and fingers and create sculptural headpieces.
Isn't that something? So you may put this on another hat, but there will not be.
There won't be another one like it.
There will not be another hat like the one you're going to see Mary in.
Yeah, and these are 2 other examples of
Wait a minute. This is an example of Brady stuff like this? I guess it's not really called Brady stuff, is it? But
I know
Brady stuff like this?
Yes, I have braid of all widths, colors, materials. So these are 2 other examples of the straw braid.
All right. So there we go, Mary. Let's have another one there. That's a fascinator.
Well, this is a hat.
No, the one that Mary had is a fascinator.
A fascinator.
Okay, and this is a hat.
And this is a flip-brimmed hat, and I'm doing a lot of beaded appliques, hand-beaded appliques this year. A lot of clothing out there is including appliques, so I thought it'd look nice on a hat.
Okay, so let me ask you, for you, I probably know the answer. Would you get the hat first or the clothing first?
I personally think the hat, because not everyone can wear every type of hat. So I think it's important to find a comfortable hat that looks appropriate on your size, your hair color, your hair length, and then go and buy the outfit to accompany it.
That is gorgeous. Thank you. I tell you what, I did that my first Derby 25 years ago here. Got the hat, loved the hat. I was in love with the hat. It was purple and green. Couldn't find purple and green. Now, I'm matchy-matchy is what Janelle McDonald calls me. But you don't have to have an exact match of color, do you?
No, I think
I don't know why I feel like I have to. Do you all somebody call in and talk to me here.
I think really incorporating shades of a color, as long as it's in the same shade group.
It doesn't have to be the
Yeah,
exact.
like something like this. These are different shades of blue, but they're in the same kind of blue family, and I think that looks really nice together.
All right, let's see the next
Okay,
hat.
next,
Now this
we have Julie.
reminds me, and again, you all have to remember, all of these hats that you're seeing started off as a piece of something. Either that, what did you call this? Straw?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Where did
Yep,
I
well,
get
straw, it's straw, yeah.
You know, started off as something, and she
Yep.
made it into a hat, which is crazy to me. This reminds me old-fashioned, like, I'm not saying
The
you're
20s,
old-fashioned, you're
right.
the 20s.
And it is. The cloche
Okay.
is from the 20s and 40s. It's a very attractive, classic style. It's timeless. It'll never, you know, go out of style, but it's really nice. It shapes the face nicely, and if you have short hair, it allows your short hair to peek through. It's just a beautiful hat. And if you want to still wear a hat, but you know, want to kind of avoid the big brimmed and you're not really
Really?
a fascinator person, this is the way to
That's
go.
the way? Okay. Oh, here we come with a big brim, though. I tell
Yes.
you what, I'm uncomfortable in hats just because I don't know. I don't know why. And she tries to, she counsels me. But here you go. This is a big brim. You know you
Yes.
have a hat on when you have this on.
But she probably can tell you it's very lightweight. And that's what's nice about having a handmade hat, is that it's very, very lightweight. It's, again, made out of this cinnamon.
Okay. And
yeah.
I want to talk about how you pick it for your face and all of that. I had a hat on one year that every time I moved my head, I'm not sure what would happen, it would pop off. I think it hit the back, and it was, so
Oh,
we're going to talk
yeah.
about all that. Let's get the last one in here. This one, absolutely gorgeous.
Julie.
This one, you know, is for derby. It has to be for derby,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Oh, my
Feathers are
gosh.
always, you know, a fun material to work with, and then we have the beaded quills on top. So with
Honestly,
that, yeah.
do you know how gorgeous that is? No, go ahead. You can say I'm gorgeous. Honestly, that
Yeah,
is
it looks
just gorgeous.
gorgeous.
That really is. Now, see,
Yeah.
I see that, and if it were laying on a table, I'd laugh. But I see that on her head because I don't know hats. That has nothing to do with Jenny. I don't know hats. There they are. There's our
Yes.
models behind us. Do you have any questions? 5715-263, 1-888-800-9283. We're going to talk about the hats and hat boxes, which are also pretty cool. You want to make sure that your investment is protected, and they're pretty too. We'll be back. Today's tips are from Forme Millinery. I didn't give the address. I apologize for that. Jenny Pfanenstiel, who is a local milliner. She will make a hat. You tell her what you like. Bring your clothing in for me. I always get my clothing first, although she says get the hat first. It is at 1860 Millwood Avenue. It's shop number 111. And what's so cool, it has a glass front, and it looks like you step back in time. It really does. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, Sunday and Monday, you need an appointment, which is great. That way she can work directly with you. There's the website. And then Tuesday through Friday, noon to 5, and Saturday, noon to 3, you can come on in. FormeMillinery.com. They hand block and do the highest quality, rare, whatever you want. But what's so funny is, what do you do after you're done with the derby? Can you wear it? Should you wear a hat again to the
Oh,
derby?
absolutely.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. A hat, I mean, it's really up to you as, you know, your person, your personality, and if you want to wear a hat all year round, and I know a lot of people who do.
Well, in the African American culture, and it may be in others too, but from my experience, my grandmothers always, if you went to church, you had a hat on. And my mom's mom also always wore gloves. Yeah, if she went into church, she had hundreds of hats when she passed. It was really just unbelievable.
Church, holiday parties, New Year's, you know, going to the
you would
theater,
wear a hat.
opera. Yeah, of course. There's always
She
an
loves
occasion.
that. It's her life. But you should take care of them. So you actually started
Yes.
a hat box
Hat
company.
box company. It's called hatboxesusa.com. And yes, so that was a challenge for me when I started this 10 years ago, is finding an appropriate hat box that was the right size, deep enough. I also needed it to be collapsible because I don't have a lot of storage in my store. So I searched high and low, couldn't find it, so I ended up investing in the hat box templates with a packaging company in New Jersey to create these custom hat boxes.
Custom hat boxes.
So now we're spreading the love and offering it to people to purchase.
Which is cool if you have an old hat and you know you love that hat. I wore a hat one year. My aunt from Atlanta loved it so much. I did give it to her, but I didn't have a hat box.
Yeah, a lot of times when you go and buy a hat, it doesn't come with the hat box, or it comes in a flimsy box and you can't even put the lid on it.
Okay, so this is going to sound goofy. First off, let's put the hat in the box. I don't know if there's a right or wrong way, but it looks like you have a rain hat over it. What is?
Yes. Well, last year with Oaks and Derby, the weather being so horrible,
Oh my gosh.
everyone was calling me if I had these hat protectors, and I didn't, but this year I do.
You do?
Yes, and they're really nice. We also sell this on the Hatboxes USA website, but it has a nice satin, strap to go under, to tie on your chin.
I have never. So what you do
stick it
is
in your
if it's
purse.
raining, so you don't, I mean, you pay money for these beautiful
Absolutely.
hats.
Protect
it
your
goes
investment.
right over it, and then you tie the little thing under your chin.
Yes.
I was standing out in the paddock once, had on a beautiful hat. Again, the hats are just gorgeous, but it was raining. When I bent my head down to read my notes, the water had gathered in the rim of the hat, and it poured all over. But that hat was done. Okay, we only got 1 minute. Let's put it in a box real quick.
So
it goes so fast.
we have small, medium, and large.
Yeah.
And what's great, these boxes are so nice and deep, so we can fit nice embellishments and hats or fasteners with large embellishments. I mean, look at that. You got look at all that room.
What are your top 3 care for your hat tips?
Well, you always want to keep tissue inside the crown or a t-shirt or something. It helps keep the crown nice and round. You don't ever want it to dimple and then stay that way. So that helps. And then just if you have embellishments, maybe tuck some tissue around it. That'll help.
To keep that feather up.
To keep it up and not squish down.
All right, there you go. Again, Forme Millinery Hat Shop. You can see her personally on Sundays and Mondays like an appointment. That's the only way you can see her on Sunday and Monday. But Tuesday through Friday, Saturday through noon, you can just stop by at 1860 Melwood Avenue, shop number 111. You'll know it because it looks like you're stepping back in time to the Milliners. Jenny, thank you. We'll be right back.
You're welcome.